Hey everybody, happy Monday, happy Memorial Day. I figured I'd go on here real quick and do something before I go into the live. I do a live every Monday on TikTok at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you want to come and check me out over there today, if not, check me out any Monday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. But in the meantime, there's been some leveling up that has been occurring for me, and I knew that the time was coming. I knew it would get here. I was kind of excited for it to finally get here. And now I feel like this is the conversation that has been my main focus of today, which is fascinating because I have so much stuff going on that it's interesting how I'm going back and forth between this overachieving mindset and also this stay focused on what's already right in front of you and working on that balance and learning about that. But this came up today, and I thought, what's better day to do that than a day where you would like to bury some old things and remember them for the good that they were, but let them go than today. I think one of the strangest things about becoming aware of yourself later in life is realizing what you were not imagining: the attention, the attraction, the way people turn around when you enter a room, the way conversations change shape around you, the way some become curious, some become inspired, intimidated, desires, some become obsessed, some become protective, and some become competitive, and some simply become more alive. I see it now, not from ego, well, maybe a little bit, but really from observation. And I think for a long time, I tried to make myself smaller because I did not fully understand what I was carrying. Not just beauty, presence. That's a difference. Beauty can be looked at, presence is felt. And I have spent most of my life being felt by strangers, by lovers, by audiences, by customers, by friends, by rooms, by communities, even before I understood myself. And now, at 47 years old, single, visible, known, still evolving, and still becoming, I think I'm finally learning to look directly at myself without shame attached to my own magnetism. Not just sexually, not just romantically, magnetic in thought, magnetic in energy, magnetic in vision, and in the way I pull people toward ideas, toward food, toward land, beauty, honesty, toward conversation, toward feeling something again. And maybe that is why I can no longer separate attention from influence. Because attention is life force. People give you their eyes, their time, their desire, their curiosity, their projections, their hunger, their nervous systems. And what you do with that matters. I understand now why I dyed my hair red. It wasn't random. It was awareness. Awareness that visibility was already happening. Awareness that if I was going to step into business, leadership, speaking, teaching, influence, that I needed to be consciously become the brand instead of unconsciously being consumed by it. The red hair walks into the room first, then the voice, then the mind, then the nervous system, then the depth, then the contradictions, then the softness, then the fire, and then finally the woman, Aislinn. And depending on how close someone can get to me, they have a completely different experience of who I am. That fascinates me now because I've lived enough life to understand that attraction is layered. Some are attracted to beauty, some to sensuality, some to intelligence, some to confidence, some to nurturing, some to chaos, and some to vision. Some to the permission I unknowingly, or maybe somewhat knowingly, give them to become more of themselves. And I've attracted many people in friendship, in intimacy, in business, in collaboration, in community. Some briefly, some deeply, some beautifully, some destructively, some because we truly nourished each other, and some because we consumed each other. And I'm becoming more aware now of the differences, because this next era of my life cannot be built on unconscious exchange. I do not want relationships where I am endlessly extracted from. I do not want to perform aliveness for people who are disconnected from their own. I do not want to become a source of fuel for people who do not know how to generate their own life force. And that awareness does not make me bitter. It makes me discerning. Because I am beginning to understand that my attraction was never just about my sensuality, my sexiness. It was about energy. And energy moves in systems. Closed loops nourish. Parasitic systems, extractive systems consume. I feel that now, more than ever. Who leaves me fuller? Who leaves me empty? Who expands my ability to understand my nervous system, and who dysregulates it, sometimes even on purpose? Who wants to access me, and who wants reciprocity with me? At 47, that matters differently now, because I no longer need to prove that I am wanted or desirable or worthy. I know that I am. That is no longer a question I have to live with. The question now is, who is capable of meeting me without needing to possess me, drain me, perform for me, or feed from me? Who can stand near fire without trying to control it? Who can recognize that intensity does not mean instability? Who understands that a woman can be sensual, intelligent, visible, emotional, powerful, honest, and deeply loving without becoming public property? And maybe this is what awakening actually feels like. Not becoming less, not shrinking, not hiding, not apologizing for visibility, but finally understanding the responsibility, beauty, complexity, and discernment required to consciously hold that attraction, to consciously hold that influence, to consciously hold myself. And maybe this is the era of my life where I stop asking whether I deserve to take up space and begin learning what can truly grow inside the space I already naturally command. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you all very soon. Be sure to send me a message and come on out to Freedom Harvest Farms next Monday, or check me out live on TikTok at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, or catch me outside. Catch me at the Say Something Spoken event on Thursday night. That's usually the fourth Thursday of the month. I'm always on stage doing some kind of spoken word thing, and I have one coming this week. I'm calling it the Godlike Complex. It's all in the same stream. It's what's going on. It's where I'm leveling up. It's where the universe is talking to me. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye, friends.